I'm going to do a lot more of these updates because it's became very apparent to me that sometimes people just don't really know where we're at or what we're doing. I know it's our life, but I think these updates are very important because the life that we're living now is pretty crazy. Like, we're just jumping from place to place. I was basically talking to Fabian that owns the villa that we're in right now, that is hosting us in the retreat that we're about to run this week. And basically, I was saying to him that basically what we kind of do is we just stay in a country for the period that the visa will allow us to until we go to the next place. That's kind of what we're doing right now. And we're going to spend probably about a month or so in Cyprus. So obviously we're out here right now. We're about to host the third ever Ready for Anything retreat. And this one is like a training camp. So I'll show you the spot we're in. It's pretty special, man. So this is Fabian and Victoria's villa, and they run a place called Cycamps. And basically, they're going to be hosting us and allowing us to facilitate this incredible week. It's the longest one we've ever ran. The last two have been 5 nights. This is 7 nights. And they've both been in Spain before. So this one's obviously going to be in Cyprus here. They're going to sort out all the food. They're going to kind of direct us on like the best way to go about things. But me and Ailey are going to be doing all the coaching, everything. So it's going to be an incredible week. Like, I know it's very biased for me to say this, but these are genuinely like the best trips ever. Like, people walk away, they're life-changing weeks. Like, people build such good connections with each other. Like, we have such a laugh, man. But this one, so the last two we've ran, we call them Ready for Anything Lifestyle, which have been training, have been obviously like personal development focused, but this one's going to be a training camp. So there's going to be like 10 hours of training in the week. It's suited to all abilities, but we're going to be doing double training days, easy days, and we're going to really get people really pushing themselves and testing themselves as well, which is going to be incredible. So we've got 9 guests coming out tonight. I'm actually going to go and pick 3 of them up at the airport, then Fabian's going to go and pick the rest of them up in the van. So yeah, that's what we're doing in Cyprus right now. Then me and Ailey are going to hang here for a few weeks after. Interesting fact, I actually used to be based out here. Well, I wasn't permanently based out here, but I was out here in 2016, late 2015, and in 2016, right before I left the Air Force. So I was based out here at a base called Akrotiri, RAF Akrotiri. And I got put out here for a bit. I was on and off. I was actually based back in the UK, but my unit, my section, I was based at RAF Warrington. We were mission briefing and we were basically attached to 3 different squadrons, 57 I think it was, at 56 or 57, I can't remember. 5 squadron and the 8 squadron, and we had 5 squadron out here, 8 squadron were out here as well. Probably, am I meant to be saying these things? I think everyone knows these things, it's not anything secret. Anyway, I was based out here on and off, and I had a great time out in Cyprus, I loved it. So it's nice to be back here, and it was funny, we were flying back in last night. I was like, I've never flown into this airport, because I've been here like 3 or 4 times, but every time I've flown into here, I've came into the base and I've flew in like a military jet, so it was cool to come in and actually go through the airport. It was like Prestwick Airport. But yeah, like I just wanted to come on here and give a little bit of a life update as to what's been happening, what's been going on, and what's been happening behind the scenes, because I haven't posted a YouTube in like 2 weeks, so I had to take a bit of time off, man. I was a little bit fried. Like, I spoke about this in my last like unsolicited update where I kind of went into what's been going on in life, where we've been at. Like, we've made a lot of change this year, and like I've been pushing a lot of content. We've obviously expanded the team internally and externally. We've been pushing a lot with like just lots of stuff, man. Like, I'm ready. I'm just pushing things and growing things, and I'm always dead open and honest about everything that's happening and what I'm doing. But you always get to a point where you kind of plateau, and to go to the next level, it requires higher thinking, more work, more effort, and typically when you do that, you end up doing a lot of things that can just tax you. And I just knew I was flying a bit too close to the sun, so we were actually going to take this week off and take it as a bit of a break, but we're still actually going to be doing things because we have Carly now. It's incredible. Like, everything's just like distributed so well, so I'm actually still going to be doing some work with Ready for Anything this week, but then doing the retreat alongside that. And because we're not actually providing the food this time, and Fabi and Victoria are doing that is actually so much work, by the way, so they've been a godsend for that as well. But yeah, we're obviously in America there. We took a bit of time off, which was needed, man. Like, it really was. Like, I was getting to the point where I was starting to get that decision fatigue again. I was really getting like irritated. I was losing my creativity, and I just knew I needed a bit of time off. And see, for the first few days in America, it was hard. Like, it was really hard. And like, I'm someone, like, I love what I do. Like this is genuinely my life. Like, I tell people, I'm obsessed with this. Like, you have to operate the way that we do with our life and our business and how we live and how we train. Like, you have to be obsessed. Like, obsession's a great thing. But when you make a lot of change and do a lot of things, it can obviously like create a lot of stressors and pressures, and you need to make sure that you're managing and regulating that. And just, for me, I just needed to unplug a bit. And there was a point where I was actually talking to one of my clients about this, because they were talking about being a little bit stressed, and they run their own business as well, and I was giving them a bit of a lesson that I had. there was one point where I basically just like went off the grid for a bit. I just didn't reply to any messages, didn't even reply to my personal messages. Now I'm in like multiple group chats, so obviously staff group chats for social media or marketing or editing or staff one, family group chats. Then I've got like all of our clients and separate chats as well, like 50 chats there. Then I've got Instagram where I'm talking to a lot of people on there. And 2 days had went past and I hadn't replied to any messages apart from my mum, and that was it. And there was 50 unread notifications on WhatsApp Business, 30 unread notifications in personal WhatsApp. Facebook Messenger that I don't really use had like 5 in it, and Instagram had a load of them in as well. There's Cooper, that's Ailey's new boyfriend. Every time I'm not there he tries to hump her, but not Cooper, sorry, Ginger, I'm just calling him Cooper. He looks like my friend's dog, Dale and Gillian's dog. And basically there was a point where I had like over 100 message notifications and I hadn't been on my phone in 2 days, and it just gave me a bit of a wee wake up call, like, well man, like you are doing a lot. Now I know I'm doing a lot and I can manage it, but like it just, things were definitely on top of me a bit, and it just gave me a bit of time to actually slow down a little bit so that I could actually come back and speed up. And that's exactly how I feel right now. I feel like I've got my excitement back. I feel like I've got my motivation back. I hate when I say that, but I was just losing a bit of drive. And you need to listen to your body, man. Like the body keeps check when you're going through different points in life. You need to be like, right, where do I need to push? Where do I need to pull? And if I'm not able to show up the best there, why is that? And that's the conversation I had with one of my clients today. I said, look, you're going to take some time off as well. Like you need to ask yourself, what is it that needs to change when you go back? Otherwise, if nothing changes, nothing changes. And this is what a lot of folk don't realise when it comes to the life and the results, is that you need to take full responsibility of everything that you're doing. It's very, very easy to become a victim of your circumstances and then use that for the reason as to why you're not doing what you said you were going to do or whatever it is you want to achieve, because so many folk are doing this. And this is something that we actually shared with our clients in the programme 2 weeks ago on one of our weekly calls, and we were talking about the drama triangle. And it's when people fall into this cycle of just everything becomes the blame game, everything becomes a reason as to why you can't progress. And the thing that I really brought it back to was, when it comes to changing in your life, it's nobody's going to come and save you. Nobody's going to come and do it for you. But when you are always blaming things, and this can happen so subtly, by the way, and when you hear this, you can't unhear it. It can happen so subtly, and we're so good at convincing ourselves that it's not us for the reason as to why we are where we are. Like, think about it for a moment. Like, nobody is going to come and do anything for you in your life apart from you. It's you who is in charge of it. And this is exactly what I felt recently. I just knew that actually just like a big full stop from like a professional standpoint and just like some time for me and Ailey. And it was nice. Like, it was really, really good. And it just kind of brought me back full circle. There was actually a day, it was like last Thursday, I think it was, where me and Ailey just got up in the morning, went and trained, went and got some brunch, went on a nice big walk, and we came back, and from like 2 p.m. to like, I think it was like 5 p.m, we just watched some Netflix and the telly, and it was just amazing. And I was like, I can't remember the last time I'd done this. So yeah, you need to recognise that. And see, the funny thing is, man, like, I'm a big advocate of, like, when I talk about balance, right? We actually had this chat on our last podcast as well, and Carly actually said it. I was like, Carly, what's your thoughts on people who are always chasing balance? And she was like, you need to fuck off balance. Now, that isn't balance. That is just me actually being like, do you know what? I needed a week where I just had no structure in my life. I didn't have to be anywhere. I didn't have to be there for anyone, and it just done me the world of good. It wasn't that I was like, I need a day on the couch or I need a day to just watch Netflix. I just needed to actually go and give myself no plans. And I actually spoke to one of our clients about this. He was asking me our plans when we were in America, and I was like, the plan is to have no plan, and it done us wonders. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk a bit about like life, what's been happening, and training as well. Like, I feel like off the back end of triathlon, I felt like a fucking titan at that, and then felt great for about 10 days after it. And then we went on that America trip, and just jumping between hotels, not having access to kit, my leg's still not better. I actually tried going out for a run, and it ended up swelling up a little bit. I've just not felt as driven with my training, so it's quite funny. My personal life, my professional life is like full circle. I feel fucking great there right now. And for the full part of this year, we're in coming up to the end of April right now, I felt like I haven't stopped with my fitness, and I feel like right now my fitness has gotten neglected a little bit. So I've still been training, I've still been showing up, but volume went right down. I've not been able to get nearly like any intensity that I'd liked because I've been limited, and I thought I could get back to running, and I actually went back too soon, and actually I had a bit of inflammation in my leg. So yeah, the biggest focus for me now is to really use this week being here to just like just hone right back into training. I feel like there's been a bit of a undeliberate deload off the back end of triathlon. Like I pushed, probably not right off the back end of it, probably about 7 days after, was very locked in. But then when we started having a lot of like movements and stuff, so yeah, like we always break down like your life into three quadrants, vectors, I don't know, whatever, right? Quadrants would be four. You've got personal, you get professional, and then you've got personal, and then personal falls into like athleticism, physique, fitness, and for me, it definitely went down a rung. And personal, so it's probably, to be honest, like professional and personal went right down to the bottom, and then just personal, just some time with me and Ailey, and it's done us the world of good, man. So we're feeling fantastic. We're so buzzing for just a week in the sunshine with some great people. We've got 5 returning guests, I believe it is, and then 4 people that have never came. I can't remember exactly, but I think that's right. 3 of them are non-clients. They aren't clients, non-clients, and then 6 of them are RFA clients. So yeah, we've already got like 4 folk that have said to us like, secure me a slot for the next one. We've got a lot of interest in it, so we've not announced the dates for the next one as of yet, but if you are interested, obviously let us know. And then what we can do is we can talk about where it's going to be, because we've not actually, being dead honest, we've not actually decided where it's going to be or what's going to be happening. Also, if you want, comment below me and I'll send you through not comment below because I can't actually send you it. If you follow me on Instagram, if you're watching this on YouTube, drop me a follow on Instagram and message me saying I'll send you through a mini training that I have actually done, talking about the drama triangle and the empowerment triangle, and exactly what I was talking about earlier on in the video, and I'll send you that through. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel. See you later. Goodbye.